The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Elliott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That one complete to Elliott. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you got to stop it? It would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Don't get nervous. Hey, Echo.
Check 99. Kill.
Shoot.
Derrick Henry. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Tannehill being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run with Henry. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. Elliott. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
319.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
26.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Single receiver. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
This is Henry. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Titans, gain of 12. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready?
Now a handoff to Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Trying to improvise. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
10-2 stop. Hey, watch the ball.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bailey got the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Now it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll run with Elliott. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And some room to maneuver. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now it's Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this is no good. Close, but no cigar, just wide right. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And an alley to run. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers, and that's Elliott, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Benson Mayowa able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Hey, Zoo.
Kill. 58, boy.
61, matchbox lights.
I'm here all day. Switch.
Shoot.
On third down, Henry. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at had 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
He's checking.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. From his goal line here, Tannehill throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and very short, Tannehill. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it?
Here's 2nd and 5. Henry running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Set. 10-2, sir. 58, Mike.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
No. Recon, 132 fighter.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Draw play, Elliott. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
This is Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences.
Derrick Henry all alone. 30, 10, 5, and that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
An update now, they've gone final in Jacksonville. And give that one to the Texans as they wind up winners. A win would be their second on the young season. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Complete. It's Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Well, Charles, it's one thing the amount of points that they did.